Hello, Calm Farmers, and welcome back to the Calm Farm. Calmly farming rice and vegetables every night of the friggin' week. Remember, if you're tuning in live, skip to the present moment. If you're tuning in dead, hello and welcome back. A little bit of... I'm going to fill this shit out before... Rubber! There he fucking is. There's my man. Wait till you see what we added in. Wait till you friggin' see this. You're gonna flip. Ooh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Are you ready, Mr. Rubber, to see some crazy shit? Okay, good. You've seen it. I mean, now you just got to come see it in person, I guess, but... Look at those moo-moos mooing. Look at those sweet moosters. How good is that? I kind of like the setup here. We're obviously going to work on that and make it better. But yeah, we got cows. I think that that's manure. Or is that their food? That's their food, probably. Yasmin, hello! We did pretty good, hey? Right? I was thinking about that. It was like kind of absurd. I mean, look at that. That is tight. That is tight. It does look pooey, doesn't it? I think we probably are going to have to manually load out the manure. That's what I suspect. I think we're going to have to manually load out the manure. The sluice grate will be like, I don't know. Yeah. Glad you're in a deep slumber, Rubber. I am glad about that. I was thinking, do we purchase this? Do we cop ourselves this thing? $15.72K. Color options. Bang. You did say that, Yaz, didn't you? You did say that. Damn, that's cool, Rubber. I mean, tell us about it, Broski. Tell us all about it. Issues with the tipper trailer is we're only going to be able to pull it with a tractor. But it will be a good solution for grass and stuff like that. The other thing I was thinking, Yaz and Rubber, was do we immediately buy another 10 fully grown cows? Or 20. because it's got capacity of 85. And at the moment we've got 10 cows in there. It's like we are very, very much underusing the situation. And then from them, yep, the 18-month-old cows come fully milkable. The 18-month-old cows arrive fully milkable. We are producing milk as we speak. 56 litres of it. I think they're going to produce milk pallets, maybe? Or potentially we're going to have to purchase a milk cart. Other potential is that we're going to need a slurry wagon. What does that actually slot onto? Yeah, we're going to need something like this. Okay. So I reckon we pull the trigger on 10, or do we just go all out and cop 20? $20's going to take our money pretty low school, pretty fucking downtown. As many as possible. I think it's 20. That's going to up the production. They're in there just munching instantly. There's rubber. Grass 40%, silage 80%, hay 80%. Okay, so we need to get some hay in there. Probably we need to get TMR in there at some point, or maybe it's just grass and hay. Next up, we need to get some hay in there. All right. So we need to fly through the rest of this day. Oh shoot, we got 20. All right. I'm loving this conversation about fertilizer, about compost, vegetable chicken scraps. We've got 20 cows, but we've also got such a huge pasture there that they don't really, they're not looking cramped in there. All right. So let me figure out what we got to do. Okay, we've got to make a milk run. So we're going to make a milk run. We're going to make I need to talk this through. So we need to get the goat's milk to the dairy. We need to get the butter to the bakery. We need to get sugar to the dairy. We need to get milk to the dairy, cow's milk. We need to get hay to the cow fold, but that won't happen for a month. We need to make a sale. That won't happen until the end of today. We need to ship flour to the bakery. Okay. Probably I think we probably need to shift the tracked. We probably need to shift the tracked skid steer over to the dairy. I think that's where it's going to be better used. We need the tracked skid steer with a bucket and a fork over at the dairy. Oh, that's cool. Might need some poo, yes. Fish, what's up, brother? Playing with the boys, love that. Damn, that's a cool idea, Yaz. I got a friend who has chickens, and the amount of eggs that they got, it's just unbelievable. Very cool. Wow. The maggot system. I like the sound of that. Rubber, would you be able to jump in one of the big tractors? Wait a second, let me think. Would you be able to jump in? Oh shit. Let me just have a look around. Okay. Okay, we can basically skip to the next month once I've done this goat thing. Maybe we do that. Maybe we just give ourselves February, March. We don't have any planting responsibilities next month. No. We'll go spend some time in March. But first I just got to drop this goat stuff off. So I guess Rubber, if you want to just maybe tend to the horsies for a second. Make sure they're all doing okay, and Yaz the same. I'm going to do a quick run with the quick run of the goat fold, and then we'll get into next month, and I'll know what I'm doing. I won't be disorganized, and we'll just bloody fly through it. We'll do a little bit of fast travel. Question. Do we purchase that tipper in the second-hand store? 15K for the big body tipper. Fuck. Grass, Yaz. Yeah, it'll be a grass storage and delivery system. The only issue with this tipper is that it will... The current tippers, I think, hold 2,000 litres. This one holds double or maybe quadruple that. But it does have to be pulled by a tractor. So I'll take the posi track, ditch that over at the dairy. What do you reckon about the tipper, Yaz? Oh, shit. This thing is not well weighted. We've not got a ton of money, but it's 15k. And tomorrow we would look to, I think, make a major sale. That's it. The other big decision we have to make is, do we switch the front fields here to rice? Do we plant more rice? Hello, Yasmin. Basically the tipper, we're going to have to hook one of the tractors up to it and drive it over to here when full of grass. There might even need to be a dedicated tractor here at the dairy. At the moment I'm kind of dumping the Kubota here as a bit of a stopgap solution. You have to spend money to make it, yeah. Okay. Let's see what this shit is here on the ground. This is one curiosity that we got right now. Okay. Okay, it's impossible to pick up. Very good. Very good. So the Kubota now lives here. Potentially, it's pointless. And we'll just have to undo that. But anyway. Spend money to make money. Yeah. I say we cop it. In that case, it's cheap. We're going to have money coming in next month. Our periods of brokenness are generally followed by periods of brokesperity, I would call it. Brokesperity? Yeah. Sure. Periods of brokesperity. Where you're broke but prospering. I'd say I've not been prosperous many times in my life, and I've been broke majority of my life. But brokesperity, I have had much of that. Years of extreme brokesperity. I thought about that, yeah. I did. I came near to having a windfall recently, and when it happened, I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with all that money? We're talking about, like, you know, 10 grand, but still. It was like, what? I couldn't fathom it. It was like, I'm going to get my car, I'm going to get the oil seep and water filter fixed in my car. I'm going to fix the antenna and get new windscreen wipers and replace those. And I'm going to replace the windscreen wiper cleaner pump. And then I just ran out of steam. Broke boy mindset. Okay, now we can deal with that tomorrow. Oh, nice. I'll see you later, fish. Take it easy, brother. That sounds like a victimless crime. I support your friend. All right. Yep, no worries. Yaz, where is she? Oh, yep, no worries. How do I do this? Oh, yeah. It's having a, it's not really letting me reset Liberty. There you go. Just man from Snowy River, that shit. Your steed, my lady. No worries. It's all those wasted hours playing Red Dead. All right, so let's jump into March. I'm gonna fang up. If you guys want to slowly ride your horses back and just let me know when you got them all where you want them. I'm gonna have a look at the production chains and see what we need. So the bakery's got room for, it's gonna have room for 2,000 litres of sugar. It's got 5,000 litres of butter in it. Right. Okay. So we're going to get a trailer load of butter and just park it up at the bakery. That'll be one task for tomorrow. That's going to secure the butter supply at the bakery going forward. We will then pivot the goat's milk to making goat's cheese, which is a fun product that's going to make us a bit of money. But we are going to get like one big load of butter over to the bakery so we can just forget about it. Tomorrow we also need rice flour to go over to the bakery. So I guess task number 2 of tomorrow is someone take a dog truck to the flour mill, load it up with let's say 8 or 10 pallets of rice flour and drive that to the bakery. I will do the sugar run in the meantime, and I'll do a sugar and egg run in the meantime, as well as dropping more goat's milk to the dairy. By the time we've done that, we'll be ready to get onto the regular deliveries, fruit, vegetables. We're going to do a bakery. We're going to make a bakery campaign. We're going to do a quick bakery campaign tomorrow morning. So whenever we get up, I reckon let's get Rubber over at the dairy, loading the excess butter onto the Pink Panther S and driving it over to the bakery. We'll get Yaz in a dog truck over at the flour mill, loading flour, and also doing a combo flour and egg load. The eggs, I think we will need, if you can get 3 pallets of egg and run that to the bakery on a dog truck. So Yaz, you are running 3 pallets of eggs and 8 pallets of flour to the bakery. Rubber, you are running butter to the bakery. Yeah. So that will then be butter, eggs, flour, milk we'll deal with later, and sugar I will handle. Okay. And then once we're done with that, we'll get on to the next thing, which will be just the basic deliveries. And then if we can follow that with a sale and get that all done by midday, we'll know what kind of financial position we're in. Then we'll spend some time with the cows. There we go. That's a productive day. Cool. Excellent, Rubber. Thank you. The Day is almost Dunsky. Perchance we admire a snowy winter sunset for the last time in a minute. It's February. We won't see the snow for a while. Planting season is nearing. Statement of fact. It's kind of beautiful. Watching darkness fall in the snow. All right. I'm going to get us some rest. Oh, shoot. We're not going to get it that cheap again. Okay. Let's see. All right. So to recount, Yaz, you're in the dog truck. You need to load up 3 pallets of eggs and 8 pallets of rice flour, please. And Rubber, you'll be starting over at the dairy, which I might come and check out just for shits and gigs. Oh, I mean, look, if anyone wants to take 2 minutes to come and admire some misty cows lying in a field, you are most welcome. It's pretty nice. And yeah, Rubber, just cram these butter pallets on the back of the trailer here, and basically just leave that trailer sitting in the drop-off point of the bakery. I'm going to do the goat's milk run and the sugar run, and I'll meet you guys at the bakery. The health looks low, Yaz. Yeah, that's once we've done all this stuff this morning, we're going to get them a little bit of hay and potentially some straw, and I think that's gonna sort the health out a little bit. It's going to be like the horses. You know, we had to think of everything we went through trying to get them healthy. It was a total shithole trying to figure that out, but we're just going to have to find the balance, so to speak. I think they also start most animals on 0 for health, and it takes like a few months step them up to a healthy position. It is the rhythm of the night, my night, oh yeah. It is the rhythm of my life, oh wife, oh no. Do 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 do. So Yaz, if you're turned around, what you need to do is jump in the dog truck. Great. Oh yeah. You're on it. You're just looking for that skid steer. She's found it. She's found it. What am I even patronizing this? What am I being so? I just need to shut up and let everyone do their job. Bingo. Bingo bango. Yeah, rubber, you're all over it. Excellent. All right, I'm going to fang it over to the sugar mill. I never quite know what those great demand notifications mean. If it's saying there's great demand for a product that we have at Goldcrest Valley, maybe. Wish it would give more information. Beautiful misty March morning. The domes of the biogas plant glowing in the morning light. Always a pleasure to be out in the farm, early summer. Lovely feeling. It is the rhythm of the night, my night, oh yeah. It is the rhythm of my life, it is the rhythm of my life, oh whoa, oh. Eggs, milk, sugar. I think I'm going to backload a bunch of this sugar to the dairy. We're going to do our first dairy dump of sugar. It's just going to be a much better storage place for it. Um, yes, yeah, yeah. If you can't get it unstuck, that's a good. I think that makes sense. And then once the eggs are in the bakery, you'll, yep, that does make sense, Yaz. Good shout. It is the rhythm of the night, my life, oh yeah. Um, correct, Rubber. So, do you want to just hang there at the bakery for a sec, and I'll pull up and show you what I had in mind. Basically, you can just leave that trailer in the bakery, like in the drop-off point. Unstrap the butter, and then it should just auto dump, or you can leave it strapped even, and we can just, whenever we're out of butter now, we can just go past and fucking sell some of that shit. Here, I'm right around the corner. Not sell, unload some of that shit. Oops. Do 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 do. Oh. I realize this because, yeah, look, there's butter just sitting there right now. And that's why, and you see the 5,000 down there is going tick, 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 tick. And that pallet is very, very slowly depleting. 47, it just went down one. So if we leave a whole shitload of butter in there, we can almost bank it there, you know what I mean? Not bank it, but something like that. Oh, hello, Mr. Rubber. Very nice stack. So yeah, Rubber, you can basically just leave that trailer in next to that lone pallet of butter that's already sitting there. And it should just automatically top up the bakery, if I'm understanding the mechanic correctly, which is a big chance I'm not. All right, so that's good. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Excellent. Excellent. Damn, this thing is huge. Shit. Well. Foggy as hell, rubber. Ditch conditions, definitely. And yeah, Yaz, rubber, let me know if anything's, you know, not going according to plan or if I can help you out in any way. When you're done with whatever task it is you're doing, at the bakery, nice. Next up, rubber. Sugar flour. Oh, the daily deliverables have to go. If you could grab a skid steer and just start running in the mushrooms, the tomatoes, the strawberries, cabbages, the vegetables. The fruit and veg has gots to go. Okay, so that's just plain boring old grass that it's dumping off here. I'm not super interested in that. What we are interested in is getting a big old dump of I think this is hay. It's hay. All right. Rob, hello. Just starting to load out this little hay pile from yesterday. Limited success so far, but you know, cracking on. I believe Yaz and Rubber are handling the daily deliverables. It's the final day before summer begins in earnest. We start to put in some dense hours on the rice fold. What are you up to? Good to see you, Rob. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Okay, that's looking pretty nasty. Let me zoom over and have a looky-loo. You're at the bakery? Lost. Oh yeah, maybe maybe run them. Okay. Yeah, I might fast travel to the vehicle, yes. Yeah, I guess it being on the fork renders it unsellable or something. We might need to reset the fork. It was a good idea for a shortcut, but I think we probably need to just bite the bullet. Okay. So Yaz, you can now sell the rest of those eggs and perchance run them. If you sell the rest of those eggs, and then maybe run, and then I'll reset the forklift. I'm guessing it's the one at the prop. Okay. And I'll get you a replacement forklift rubber if you just stand next to the current one. Yeah. And I'll go get you, I'll bring you a working forklift while Yaz runs to the shop. So Yaz, your job now is to sell those eggs, take that dog truck and trailer to the shop, pick up the forklift and fork, put it on the trailer, drive it back to the depot. Too easy. Too easy. Meantime, Rubber, I'll get you your replacement forklift so you can get on with the loading and the doing. I said shame, 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 shame on you if you can't dance too. I said shame, shame, shame on. Mate, she's all yours. I might go pick up the posse track. I thought it made sense having it over at the dairy, but I think it probably actually makes more sense having the Fiat there with a front loader tool attached. You know what? I need to just slow down and do one thing at a time before I do that. It's just pure hay, Rob. Pure hay. Nothing but the good stuff. That was that row of grass that you dropped off there yesterday, and we ran the teeter over. Maybe that row system's pretty... I mean, that worked pretty good just then. Kind of practical way to keep our product organized. If you know, I guess that was only your first shot at it, and you kind of seem to have just laid out like a very neat row, basically. So maybe for now, that's our kind of middle ground solution between separating our grass, our hay, just rows either side of that haul road. And then come rice season, we'll just fucking deal with it or whatever. We lose our haul road for a bit. Who cares? We only use it once or twice a year anyway. Now, let's see if this works. Kind of, sort of destroys itself a little bit. Not the best system. All right. That did actually work though. Okay, good. This thing will just be another storage option for grass and shit, I suppose. Hay, grass, silage, straw, whatever crap we're squirreling away for the cows. Yeah. We can use the belts, we can use this thing just to stopgap the problem, basically. Anyway, I'm going to refill this with hay. We'll check in with the cows. Hopefully they're grateful for it. The cows seem to be doing really well. The cows are yeah, they seem to be fucking nailing it. Oh shoot. Okay, good, good, good. Excellent. I said, hey, oh, fuck. Bit of a painful task, this one, but you know, we'll get better at it. Okay. So Yaz, once you've got that device back, you can jump straight into the fucking deliverables. The remaining deliverables. There should be enoki mushrooms and fruit and tomatoes. They're all aftermarket. Ah, nice one, Yaz. Very, very nice. All right. Productivity's at 23%. They have 0 silage, they have 0 total mixed ration. Hay 80%, grass 40%, meadow 40%. What does it mean? Can't for the life of me figure that out. Shame, shame, shame. Correct, Rob. Correct. And yeah, I still don't know exactly what hay or any of this crap has to do with it, really. But yeah. Yeah. That's the honest truth of it. I said, hey, 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 hey. Hey for moose, if you cow milk too. I said, hey, 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 hey. Hey for you, when your cows say moo. When milking cows, you need to give 'em hay and pastures to roam and other special things that we don't know what yet. We don't know what for, but we need to milk the cows and we need to milk them more. I said, hey, 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 hey. Hey for you, when your cows say moo. I said, hey, 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 hey for you. All right. We're milking them as we speak. As we speak, we are milking the cows. But I guess there's nothing yet to come out of it. Basically. What do we got? 786 milk. So I guess once it hits a ton, I assume a pallet will appear there. Yeah. That will be the... That's how we know we're making milk. Till then, it's all just a big question mark. The milk is going to go to the bakery. That's priority 1. Priority 2, here in the dairy, we've identified chocolate. 1 times milk, 1 times sugar equals 1 times chocolate. Bang, bang, bang. We've got, I think, in there we've got 6,000 liters of sugar, and we could put 10,000 liters in there if we wanted. We've got room for 26,000 liters of sugar, and we can fill it with that. Which means if we can get 26,000 liters of milk, we can chocolate farmers, exactly, Rob. The thinking behind chocolate was that it might have some sort of application in the cereal. What were we looking at? We need the product list. Here we go. Canned beans, canola, carrot soup. Cereal, chocolate, Yeah, I don't actually know. We're gonna have to like. I thought that there might be some sort of chocolate cereal we could make. But I don't actually know. Oh yes, that is the stack of a lifetime, girl. I love that. I'm gonna pull a quick run of flour over to the canning factory and get this set up there, ready for a run of product. Top choc bar for me, summer roll probably. Yeah, summer roll for shoresies. They've gone through a bit of an enshittification process the last few years, but I'll still ride with them, I don't care. Summer roll, coconut, nougat, chocolate. Chocolate coating. Nougat interior, chocolate exterior, desiccated coconut topping. How's that fly with you? Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I know. They taste as good, they cost a fucking fortune, it's bullshit. Just plain old bullshit. Niche, yeah, but God, do I crave them. Other than that, I'll just go standard fruit and nut. Cadbury fruit and nut. I'll fucking decimate a bar of Cadbury fruit and nut, like in the most merciless fashion. So rubber once never had a summer roll. Yeah, that's the only format you'll eat raisins in. Yeah, because it's like chocolate, but it's healthy. It's like healthy choc that's good for you. Okay, so we're gonna. So it looks like Rubber's on the way back with his dog truck. Excellent. Rubber, once you're back with that dog truck, park it up in the compound, and duck over to the canning factory. We're gonna start putting together a sale. Shame on you if you get this too. Sick. I love that. And then Yaz, with your dog truck, if there's a good amount there, I didn't realize that we had a good quantity there. With your dog truck, once it's loaded, run it in, and then go to the canning factory with that dog truck. That will be our auxiliary sale device. Oh, there is a good quantity there. Love that. And in the meantime, I'm going to jump back in the... I don't even know what to call this truck. The red ute, the Trayback maybe? Yeah, the Trayback. It doesn't get a name because I never tell anyone else to drive it. I just drive it around myself. I have that nice relationship that I develop with all of my work vehicles. Love, hate, you know. Oop. Doink. Yeah. I said shame, 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 shame. It's kind of become the Roymobile. It's the vehicle that this setup has just exactly like this has kind of allowed me to take on a bit of a utility role and kind of just duck around and help out wherever. Do the shitty little pallet grabs that we have to do, like the single goat milk bottle that we have to move each month. I'm going to go do the bakery now. Rescue vehicle, it's good for that. Oh. Sorry, Yaz. And yeah, Yaz, I'm out and about if you need a pick me up. Love driving past those cows. So fucking cool. Look at all that grass. Shit. Be a shame if someone came along and harvested it all. Ah, interesting rubber. That's cool. Yeah, it's a good little run around. It's not quite for racing around. You want to be in one of the piss trucks, or the Pink Panther S or the Sunny Boy. But for just mug work like this, you need the big tray on the back of this is so good. I mean, one day when we're rich, I'm gonna get the paint fixed. But that's still a ways off, that one. It's in absolutely terrible condition, the paint on this vehicle. And it was, I believe, secondhand. Yeah, yes, Rob, thank you. It's hard having a car you love. It's really hard. Because it's like, you lie in bed thinking, fuck, is someone going to key this thing in the night? Like, what? Anything could happen to it. And then you lose them. Eventually it breaks down or something happens. And it's devastating. Yeah. Yeah, hard agree on that. Sturdy shitbox. I love it. I'm driving a beautiful Hyundai Getz right now. I bought it off my sister and I fucking love it. Manual, no power steering, no power, no cruise control. Just straight mindset, unbreakable mechanically. 260,000 Ks. Yeah, as you've seen the Getz, it's a nasty little machine. Yeah, 100%, Rob. Alright, so rubbers, likely putting in the stack. Yaz will be on the way toward that with the dog truck. And I will be catching up to get a piece using this thing. Alright. I said, hey, shame on you if you got those too. Oh, the bakery. What a great earner. 30K. The bakery is just going to get more and more profitable, especially as we cut out expenses like butter, milk, sugar. That's the thing. Sugar as a sale product goes for a pretty paltry amount just as plain sugar. But to purchase sugar from the warehouse and use it in recipes is expensive. I think it doubles in price. So the trick with sugar is to use it in products. That's how it seems to me. Golden era of Japanese automoting. Golden era. We didn't even know we were living through it. Oh. Oh, good. Mr. Rubber's bashing that in. Yaz will be here presently, I assume, in that second dog truck to give us a bit of backup on the storage front. Very good. We'll knock this out in no time. You're dropping, what is it you're dropping off? Are you... Yep. Yep. Where are you? Oh yeah, I see ya. I think we're basically good for Straubs. These can all just go sale point. The Straubs are, yeah, it would have only taken like 10 strawberries. I reckon just sell these Malaccas and drag her over to the thing. Or even just go, you can go get into the loading if you want. I'll meet you there. What do you want to, is your stack, you want to run it in? Yeah. Fair enough. That's a matter of personal pride. And I understand that. I said, shame. Shame on. Shame on you. If you're gonna dance too. I said shame. Come behind you there, Rubber. Oh, dude, it's the worst. So painful. Such a feeling of failure. Oh, I hear the sound of a dog truck. That is the lady Yasmin. I said shame, 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 shame. Oop. That's not good. Yaz, I got one there for you. If you want to jump in and... Oh, nice, Yaz. Red potatoes. Hell yeah. Yes, you'll have an easier time if it's attached. Just because then you can fucking... Yeah. I said, hey, shame on you if you got dance too. Do 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 do. You didn't dare. Oh, very nice, guys. Love that. All right. Oh, excellent. Excellent, excellent stack, Yaz. Rubber as well. Bingo. All right. I couldn't even guess at the prices. Oh, it's 6,000 litres of preserved beetroot on right now. That's cool. It's a dense little product, preserved beetroot. Each pallet contains double the literage of your usual pallet. Well, you know, Rubber, at least you got it out the way, mate. All right, let's jump in, guys. Let's get this stuff sold. Your best worst, yeah. All right, let's cruise. I mean, our money's already good again. 50k. It's the awesome power of the Calm Farm. Whoops. This is a bit of a wonky load by me, but you know me, I try and keep it to one layer if I can. I don't even like to go over that. It's just asking for trouble. But you know, we got some cowboys in this squadron, this rogue squadron. Alright, so there's 12k. Here come Rubber and Yaz. Honestly, Rob, yeah, it is exhilarating. Oh, nice. Oops. Very nice. Bang, another 7k. And look at that. Just like that, we're sitting back on 115 grand. It's a functional farm. Very good, guys. Very, very good. Wow, look at that misty, soupy water. Cool. Low-lying mist. Can't wait till these trees start to get a little bigger. Really cannot wait for that. This grass is growing nicely, I must say. very nicely. Oh, that farmer neglecting the shortcut. We need the trees to grow up so it's more obvious that there is a shortcut. We also probably need to cut a path across the barley field. That would really speed things up. I said shame, 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 shame. Well, Rubber, I'm glad that happened and I support Yaz always. It's one of the rules of this farm. I support Yaz in whatever she chooses to do. When Yaz is on a roll, get out of the friggin' way. That's one thing I'll say. When that girl's zooming, it's up to you. You know, whether you want to be in front of that. It can be difficult not to tailgate. It really can be. Alright. So the vehicles are back. We've got money in the bank. The cows are fed. What are we sitting on here? Oh. There's 11,000 litres of milk. The freaky? Alright, well, we'll figure out what to do with that another time. We're probably going to have to fill up the milk. What is that? Alright, so the health is up to 86. That's great. Their health is actually really high now. The slurry levels are high. Milk is at 11,000 litres. Tomorrow when we jump on, we'll figure out what we're actually doing in terms of like how to get the milk into a saleable format. I think we're probably going to have to bring the milk. We're going to have to get ourselves a little trailer. And just unlaps the stuff up to the dairy. We might do. I don't actually know. I've never done this before. But you'd think that at 1,000 litres, a pallet of bottled milk would come out. And it hasn't. And there doesn't seem to be a like a loading zone or whatever, so I think we're going to need a tanker. We're also going to need a slurry tanker to come and collect the slurry. All right. Yaz, Rubber, excellent session, a lot of fun. I'm going to go to dinner. We should pack it in. Yaz, couple little. Probably are going to need another one of them, aren't we? Or something equivalent up here at the compound. What if those isn't quite enough? Excellent sesh, Yaz. Yaz just getting down there and posing next to the lions and whatever this guy is. Thank you, Rubber. Fishing Garrett, thanks for coming back and saying g'day. Developments, we got our money right. I'd say for next session we're gonna have to make a decision if we turn this into a rice field or not. Do we turn these two into rice fields and increase the size of the short grain harvest? That's a question for next time. Goodbye, Yaz. Goodbye, Rubber. Goodbye, Rob. Goodbye, Mr. Fish. Gonzo and anyone else who might happen to be there. Always a pleasure. Where are you all? Rubber's on a horse. I can feel it. There he is. I knew it. We'll let Rubber put his horse back in the saddle area. There's a reason that Rubber's horse is the happiest and most impressive. Dolly. Oh, yep, I'll be right in. Wow, Mr. Fast is worth a pretty penny. Didn't realise that. People have been looking after him for me. Nifty and Ivory. Getting ready to breed. Exciting. Prego. Imagine the feeling when there's a baby horse in there. Fucking awesome. All right. So our cows are at 100% health. We're feeding them enough. Between the grass, the meadow, and the hay, the cows are happy. That's a weight off my mind. A lot of breeding happening on the farm. I don't even bloody think about that. Anyway, good night, you guys. Stay safe out there. Stay positive about the future. And keep your boots strapped tight and your eyes on the Steenen. Thank you for another wonderful session. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.